Hi, this is Tom Hammer. We're here at the Casio booth, NAMM 2016, and we're going to look at the MZ-X500 Music Arranger. It's one of Casio's newest products. It's going to be coming out in, I think, late March, definitely in April it'll be released. And this is the first that we're showing this off. So we're going to look at the different features. It has a new design as far as the layout and the shape of the keyboard. It has metal grills here in the speaker section. It has 20 watt by 20 watt speaker system, so it's more powerful than the previous versions of this kind of workstation system, although this is a music arranger. It has sliders here for the drawbar organ mode, which has been further developed with the Leslie, and the sounds and crosstalk between the drawbar leakage and so on. And all that is editable, including the acceleration of the Leslie effect. It has the full arranger section with 4 variations for each of the patterns. It has 2 intro buttons. It has a break button, so you can do a cut, but then it'll come back in on beat 1. It has a fade in and fade out button, which is really nice, especially for the fade outs. And you have 2 endings for each of the rhythms. You have your typical synchro of starting and stopping, and your accompaniment on and off, and of course your play and stop button. And then we have banks of registrations. I think there's 12 banks with 8 in each bank for storing your complete setup. It will remember everything. It'll remember your rhythm, it'll remember your splits, your tones, your tempos, and the way you've assigned all your pads. So there's 16 pads on this also, which depending on what mode you're in, one we've been using most is multi, which will set up 4 drum samples here. It'll have articulations up here, which will go along with the sound that you're playing. It'll also have some chord progressions. So, and those are all assignable to whatever, however you want to set them up. We also have 2 knob controllers, which can be assigned to whatever you want, filter cutoffs, things like that. A value knob. Something I'm very excited about is all the Casio keyboards that I've seen coming out lately have the touch interface, which makes it really easy to just turn on or off another sound. So in this case, we have a piano, and then at the touch of a button, I'm now turning on the string layer, and then you can also set up your splits and turn everything off very easily. You can get to the balance section to control the volume for the other sound. So now I'm just turning down the sound of the string. So very easily controllable. And we can exit, get into the main menu. You can also jump right to your tones here. You can jump right to your rhythms here. There are a lot of new rhythms involved, especially there's 5 new EDM progressions. So why don't we start with something like that? And once you get into the rhythm, whatever one you pick, you can actually hit a 1-touch button, which will set it to the right tempo for that particular rhythm. It'll also prep everything with the auto accompaniment and set up a sound in the right hand that goes along with that too. You can still change it by going back to the tone section. So we can easily and then we can go to a variation, and I'll show you the break function, and then you're back in again. And I'll show you the fade out. And actually, before I do that, I'll show you with the and they usually have a build on the 4th pattern. Gonna keep building here. And here's the fade out. So that's an overview. There's also a lot of new sounds that have been developed for this. new accordion sounds, new solo horn sounds, new synth sounds. So they've taken some of the ideas from the PX5 line, some of the ideas from their arrangers, some of the ideas from the drawbar organ, and they've combined it into one package called the MZ-X500. And then there is the MZ-X300, which is its little brother, which has 4 pads instead of 16, still has the drawbar organ section, and just doesn't have as many tones as the 500 version. And that's it from Casio NAMM 2016.